What's going on, guys? Kamon here. So today I'm going to show you guys the new version of Cyber Dragons. I posted a different version, like I want to say like a month or two ago, and that got some pretty good views. So hopefully this can get some good views too. This is with the duality build, so this is more of a OTK, like even better OTK variant now. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. We're close to 1,500 subscribers, so thank you for the love, support. Hopefully this can get us there. Check out the videos, join Discord, all that. Follow me on socials, bro. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, do that right now, or else. Anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you guys the main, extra, and the side. And I do have a side deck, so therefore, I believe this is tournament ready. This is a going second variant, so everything in here is full on going second, but the side deck can make up for going first a little bit too. So, starting off 3 Cyber Dragon. Played at 3 because we are playing the machine dupe variant. I know they're not ulti yet, bro. I'm sorry. Those are expensive and I'm broke. So, yeah, 3 Cyber Dragon. You want to play them at 3, not at 1, not at 2, 3. Especially if you're playing the machine dupe variant. If you're not playing that, you can play them at 2 if you wanted to. But I feel like the machine dupe variant is like the superior build for most Cyber Dragon decks. You know what I mean? Like you'll get the most results because making like a turn 1 infinity is better than not making that. You know what I mean? Anyways, 3 of those, and now arguably the better Cyber Dragon obviously is 3 core. On normal summon, you search. It's mandatory. You search for a Cyber Dragon spell or trap card. I don't believe that's once per turn, but yeah, this is a mandatory effect. So even if you have no targets in the deck, you still on summon it activates. So keep that in mind. So yeah, 3 of these. You'll never play this at 2 or 1, 3. This is like he'll get you everything. You can see a handful of spell and trap cards. If you see this, you're just like, I'm goated, bro. So yeah, 3 core. And I put Hertz back in here at 3, and I'm playing the 1 Naster. I like Naster at 1. I high-key like playing Hertz at just 2. But in this build, I'm playing it at 3 just because of the new spell card. Like, I can, like, recycle back stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, playing this at 3, playing this at 1. I don't think you should play Naster at 2. I think 1 is just fine because, like, half the time when you resolve, like, you only really, like, resolve him once anyways. You know what I mean? Unless you're just grinding out stuff. But even then, like, this build is super, like, grindy based now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's it for the Cyber Dragon monsters. Honorary Cyber Dragon is obviously 2 soldiers. I'm playing 2 soldier, and I'm playing 2 Jizukiru. I get it. Kashtira is not like as prevalent, but it's still around. So, like, getting rid of that Arise Heart is super good because if you guys don't know, if Arise Heart is on the field, or if they have Shifter or a Macrocosmos, you can't contact Fuse because the cards have to hit Graveyard, and they can't hit Graveyard because it gets banished. So, I still think playing 2 Jizukiru is still the correct thing to do. Plus, it's also pretty cool. It's pretty cool too because it's like, not only does this stop Kashtira, but it stops other cards too. Like, biggest menace in the Yugioh meta right now, in my opinion, is definitely Chaos Angel. So just popping this over that bad boy and be like, no, go away. Pretty good. So yeah, these 4 right here, like Chaos Angel is so annoying. Like if they make it with like a light and a dark, you have no way to get rid of it except for your Kaiju. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it for the monsters. Well, sorry, hand traps, just 3 Ash. I still wanted to play some sort of hand trap, even though we're going second, and this can like break boards. I think Ash is still a good card overall, because like you don't want to have your opponent get too much advantage. You know what I mean? Like you want it to have just enough to where you could break a board, and ashing like a card at the right moment is always super clutch in my opinion. So yeah, just 3 Ash, because we still have to respect Brandon out here. You know what I mean? That's it for the monsters. That is a solid number of monsters. Again, you can play her to 2, in my opinion. Like, it does the same thing, but yeah. For this build, trying it at a 3, seeing how I like it. Now, for the spell cards, 3 duality. This card is nuts in this deck. You have so many targets. I'm going to show you guys some of the targets now, right? So, your main target to start off everything is obviously your Cyber Dragon. So, you can duality Cyber Dragon into your Rampage Dragon, because they're both level 5 and they're both machines, right? Here's where it gets super cool, right? So, if you contact your... So, I'll tell you now, this card literally OTKs your opponent, and I'll explain how. Actually, let's get through the other cards first. Then I will explain the OTK lines at the very end. So now you gotta watch the video. So yeah, 3/3 duality. This card is busted. I wouldn't play it at 2 in the deck. Play it at 3 just because you want to see it best you can. Next, 3 Cyber Emergency. This is just your Rhoda of the deck. Play it at 3. Obviously, you don't play it at 2. Play it at 3, and you're good to go. 3 of these. Obviously, the 3 machine dupes. So happy I have my ultis now, bro. I know it's not first head, but I don't really care, bro. It's the same thing, bro. So cute, so cute. So 3 of these. Your targets are literally your core, your Hertz, and your Nashter. These are all of your targets. But keep in mind, right? If you have a face-up Clockwork Knight, because we are playing 3 of these, this conflicts with this. Because remember, this will raise your Cyber Dragon monster's attack by 500. So if you do that, you can't machine dupe your guys anymore, because Hertz will be 900, this will be 600, and this will be 700, and they'll all be over 500 attack. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're gonna play this build with the Clockwork Knight. I still think 3 and 3 is the correct ratio to play it, but just keep that in mind, okay? So yeah, just 3 Clockwork Knight. This is a good board clear for you, bro. Like, you clear a lot of boards. Activate this, everything's a machine. Summon Cyber Dragon, you contact fuse, right? And again, I'm going to show you guys the OTK. You're going to be like, what? What? You know what I mean? Now for the 2 Ubs. 2 Lightning Storm, because I wanted to still main deck some kind of board clear and or back row kind of hate. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can make any board you want against this deck, because this deck is super good at clearing boards. You know what I mean? So 2 of these. This is mainly for back row decks like Eldritch and like Trap Tricks and like Labyrinth. Just hitting them with a Lightning Storm is super good in my opinion. So 3 Lightning Storm. Sorry, 2. And 2 Thrust, because you're always going second in this deck. You'll never really go first unless they make you go first. So this card is essentially always live, right? And with this, you can search out your Lightning Storm, you can search out your Emergence, you can search out your Machine Duplication, which is the most important. You know what I mean? And other cards that you do play in the main and in the side deck too. So I think Thrust is super good. I want to make room for Tactics, but so far I'm really liking Thrust in here too. You know what I mean? Because like the fact that we could get a machine dupe for free, that's so crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's so good. I think if you want to take this deck seriously and like, you know, go to Nats, regionals, locals, stuff like that, I think playing it with Thrust is super good and super important. So double Thrust. Now for the 1 Ubs, the 1 Repair Plant, I put Rep System back in here, and the 1 Cyberload Fusion. These are just your 1 Ubs searchable. Rep System is actually way better now because of duality. Like bro, like it's so crazy. Like if you see a Cyber Dragon plus a duality plus those 3 cards can make up a freaking Cyber Infinity for you for free, which I'll show you at the end, like with the OTK combo. And yeah, Repair Plant search out any machine, and Cyberload Fusion to just diffuse. Pretty important in my opinion. Like even if your stuff gets banished because of like Rise Heart, you can put it all back. So yeah, that is it for the spell cards. Trap cards are very self-explanatory. Just I wanted to still main deck some kind of board helper clear or whatever, so 3 Imperm, and I'm still main decking the 1 Overflow. I know this is kind of condescending to actually main deck this in a going second deck, but like this is just like a just in case they have like a floodgate, like if they have like there can only be 1 face up, you want to snipe that out, like get out of here, you know what I mean? Plus it's pretty good to like clear, like if you can't OTK your opponent, you can still make a Cyber Infinity plus have this there also to kind of interrupt them so you don't die that turn. So yeah, this is it for the main deck. That is solid 40 cards. Let me know in the comments if it's not 40, but this is 40. Now for the extra deck. Cool. So we're only playing 2 links. Me personally, I like just playing 2 links, like nothing too crazy. We are playing the 1 Almirage and the 1 Seeger. Almirage, we know, is here for the cyber for the core combo. You normal summon core, you search out your repair plant, link core away to make an Almirage, and now your repair plant is live. Like, that's the full combo. That's why you still play Almirage. Seeger's here for like the OTK stuff. Also, check out the cool sleeve, over sleeves. Look at that. That's Cyber Dragon Nova. That's so cool, bro. I got these from Mana Moon, by the way, if you guys want to know. Sponsor me, sponsor me. Now for the Exceeds. 2 Nova and 2 Infinity with the Zeus. Because of duality, we play a more heavy fusion lineup. So just these 5 are fine for me. Like, if you really want to play just boom, 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 and these can be other 2 things, you can, but I wouldn't really recommend playing more than just 1 Nova. I think 2 Nova is perfect. And I like 2 Infinity. I know you can only summon him once per turn regardless, but like, just having that extra one just in case, you know what I mean? I like this combo. Half the time, I just summon Nova and I just attack with it, and then I boost it half the time, because, like, you know, Nova has effects. So yeah, then Zeus, because why not play the Zeus? Now here's where it gets interesting. Everything else is fusion, so now we're playing double Rampage, because Rampage is actually very, 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 very good now because of duality. We don't really need Power Bond anymore because of duality. Like, it gives us so much more advantage, bro. So double Rampage, you'll use one off of your Cyberload Fusion and the other one off of your duality itself. So he's level 5 on summon. So if you summon him properly, he can pop spell and trap cards up to the number of fusion materials you use to summon him. So that's pretty good to like clear back row. Other effect is pretty cool too. You can during the main phase dump up to 2 light machine type monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Then he'll gain those additional attacks. So he is how you OTK stuff. He is your OTK machine. Playing him at 2 now is very important because of duality, and you can recycle him back also if you really need to. So 2 of those, the 1 Cyber Twin and the 2 Fortress, because Fortress is really good because of your Clockwork Knight, and this is pretty cool too because this is a target for your Nova and for your duality also. Again, I'll show you guys the combo after. It helps with the OTK. So just those. Only 1 Mega Fleet and the 1 Cyber End Dragon. Again, same thing for your duality stuff. Mega Fleet and Cyber End share the exact same kind of stats. Both machines, both level 10s. You know what I mean? Like, you do the math. Like, if you make a Mega Fleet, you can go attack and then go duality, tribute this to summon this out. Attack and it pierces. Plus, I've always played Cyber End Dragon, and now it's even better now, because now I feel like it's more of a staple in this kind of version, because remember Nova's effect, if it does leave the field by a card effect, by your opponent's card effect, sorry, you can summon any fusion monster from your extra deck for free. So you'll usually summon this out. So yeah, that's also another implication of why you are running this. So yeah, and the last card we are running, we're still rocking Chaos Angel, bro. Like I said, summoning not a Mega Fleet, a Fortress Dragon plus Core. This is a free Chaos Angel, and it's so free. And it's so funny because, like, because of duality, like, summoning this becomes so much easier now, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy. It's so clean. So yeah, just the 1 Chaos Angel. Plus, most decks can't really out this. You know what I mean? So making this under just a dark half the time is enough, but a light and a dark is super good too. Also, with like duality, summoning this plus a Cyber Dragon, that's a clear Chaos Angel also. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck, we are still siding the cool Field Center. I wish it was metal, but it's pretty cool. I got this off of Etsy if you guys do want this. Now, side deck, I think it's cool, but if you guys want to change some stuff around, you can. This is what I'm siding. So I'm siding 3 Divine Incarnate. I still want to, so it was either this or like a Nib. I feel like this is definitely more impactful than Nib, and the fact that we are still main decking 2 Kaijus, I feel like this is totally fine too. Like I said, I'm side decking stuff to actually break boards and whatnot, and like clear boards. So I think Divine Incarnate is a good card. In my last build, I mained this, but I think siding this is still a good. And like I said, now with the like duality, like half the time your opponent's just gonna die regardless. So yeah, 3 duality or 3 Divine Incarnate, and the 1 Pancratops, because like I said, there could only be one. It is a very killer card in this deck, and like hitting some back row and hitting certain cards is still super good. And like your opponent has to react to him on summon. You know what I mean? Like they can't just let him be because he's strong, 26, and he could pop. Yeah, they gotta get rid of him. So 1 Pancratops. I am actually citing 3 Droplet. Now Droplet, in my opinion, is still a very good card. It's not being played as much because of Kashtira, but I think it's a good card overall to still main and or side in certain decks. You know what I mean? Because like it's literally only bad versus Kashtira and or Shifter. But it's like if they have Shifter, they're probably going to win that turn regardless. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of like my mindset. But anyways, this is good because I'm siding this in case they make me go first. Because I'm going to side this in usually every game if I can. Because it's a good card overall. It could break boards very easily. Like if they have like a face-up Baron and you have a Lightning Storm, you go Lightning Storm, they go Baron Effect Negate, you go Chain Droplet. You know what I mean? Yeah, just super good, super good. 3 of these, good going first or second, you know what I mean? So why not just play it? And I am citing 3 Cyclone plus a Duster and a Regeki. Again, this is mainly for like back row, aka Runic. Runic is like a very, I'm not saying it's the hardest matchup, but like it's a hard matchup for this deck because like usually their spell cards are just like a word, no. But like at least with Cyclone, we can kind of power through it. Like usually I'm gonna side in Cyclone and like Duster, keeping the Lightning Storm and all that stuff just to kind of get rid of all their stuff. Oh, side in Pancratops too. Because yeah, I think the deck does pretty well versus like Mana Diem versus Synchrons versus like Sword Soul. And yeah, so I'm citing these. Plus, not for nothing, but Duster and Regeki, they're both searchable. You know what I mean? I'm not really worried about the whole Ibli lock because if I'm being honest, it's kind of ghetto. I could just tribute the Ibli for my Cyber Dragon. You know what I mean? I could be like, all right, cool, tribute to my Cyber Dragon. You know what I mean? Like that's. But yeah, 2 of these. If you want to run Dark Hole instead, if the lock is still that important, you can. But me, like I said, like I don't really see it too often. It's still like a prevalent card. It's still a good card, but I don't personally see it. But that doesn't mean it's not a problem. But like I said, I could attribute over her. That's it for the spells. Now for the last cards, I'm still siding 3 Rivalry. I think this is the correct card to side for the fact that we do main deck Clockwork Knight. So like Clockwork Knight plus this card can just win certain games. Like against Fluunderweeze, they can't play. They summon 1 monster. That's it. So how it works, if you have Clockwork Knight on the field, right? You activate this. Only machines can be summoned. So, for us, not a problem because we have all machines. But if your opponent summons a monster, like, okay, let's say you're fighting against Mana Diem, right? And they go Visa Starfrost, target their guy to summon him, right? You chain Rivalry, right? It's not getting summoned because it's not a machine. So then, you know, your opponent's just locked out of everything. So, I think this is the correct thing to actually do. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys the OTK combo. Very easy. Very, very easy. It's just 3-card combo. This OTKs if your opponent has, I believe it's, no, okay. This OTKs if they have 1 monster on field. They just need 1 monster. So you activate Clockwork Knight, right? Especially your Cyber Dragon. You go Contact Fuse, their monster, your 1 monster and your Cyber Dragon, right? Then you summon out your Fortress. Fortress is 2,500 attack to this. You go into battle, attack, right? You go Duality, target this, tribute it. Then you summon out your Cyber Twin Dragon. who again gains this. So he's like 33. No, he's 33. Attack twice per game. So that's 66 plus 25. So you just OTK'd your opponent for having one monster on the field. How dare you have one monster on the field? But yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys enjoyed the little OTK combo at the very end. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, hopefully we get like 50 likes, and I'll go duel with this video. I still owe you guys the spiral builds, duels. I didn't forget. I owe you guys though, man. I got a lot of stuff to do. I haven't been going to locals because I've just been so, whew, you know what I mean? But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Have an awesome one. Peace.